reminiscent of a championship boxing match, the November 9 entered the Penn and Teller Theater at the Rio to a packed house of screaming fans. The biggest night in poker is about to begin. The moment has arrived. The players have arrived. The November 9 is set, but only one will take home $9 million. Will it be the pro playing for his father, or the amateur who rarely plays the game?
I would be the most inexperienced champion ever, but I would still be the champion.
Will it be one of the young Americans, or the combustible character from overseas?
Wait until you see what I do when I win.
Will it be the Canadian who's finally found his place, or the adrenaline junkie who sits atop the leaderboard?
I'm the ship leader. I'm fearless. I'm ready.
Or will Michael Mizrachi do something no one ever thought possible? 3 titles at the World Series are coveted above all else. Every poker player hopes to capture just one. The truly elite dream of winning all 3 in their lifetime. But the man they call the grinder now has a chance to secure poker's triple crown in 1 year.
If I can actually pull this off tonight, look out, because this place is going to go crazy.
Tonight, 9 men stand on the precipice. The world champion will soon be crowned, and history could be made. This is the World Series of Poker main event final table. Today, the hallways of the Rio were filled with fans, friends, and family.
Go grinder, team grinder, baby.
They were eager to support the November 9 and ready to make some noise. Welcome, everyone, to the World Series of Poker, presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. For Norman Chat, I'm Lon McCarran.
I'm feeling nervous. Oh, my God. Go grinder.
4 long months filled with anticipation have finally ended, Norman.
To the moon, Lon. I am stoked.
The Penn and Teller Theater is filled to capacity. Many of the game's greats are on hand, and the electricity in the air is palpable. One of these 9 men will be the 2010 World Champion of Poker. The long and difficult journey of the main event ends tonight. The Novated enough, here's ring announcer Bruce Buffer to deliver the most famous words in poker.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! Let's shuffle up and
All right, Norman, we need a moment to catch our...
I don't have a lot of experience, but I have a lot of heart.
Strong, La Mirada, California. 3rd place, 23.5 million chips.
November 9, 26.9 years. If this final table were any younger, they played on a Ferris wheel.
He won the respected Canadian heads-up championship during the break. His parents and sister in the crowd. Matt raised from under the gun +1 to just over 1.1 million to Filippo Candio, 5 deuce. And the Italian quietly folds.
We've got 5 pairs of sunglasses, 5 baseball caps, 1 visor, 3 hoodies, and 2 sets of earrings at this table.
To the short stack Sentai. 7 deuce, he'll lay that down. Now Joseph Chung, better known by his online screen name Sabime, with 10-6 of clubs.
2.675.
He says raise from the dealer button to almost 2.7 million.
He says we came to play, not to stay.
Duhamel in the big blind. Folds, king 4. So now the re-raise back to Jarvis.
You wait 4 months to play this final table, so you usually have a feeling out period and slow action at first.
Jarvis makes the call. Both of these guys lost about half their stacks during 10-handed players. The flop, deuce, 5-10, 2 clubs. Chung with a pair of 10s and a flush draw. Jarvis missed that, and he checks.
This is a new hoodie for Chung. He makes the November 9, and suddenly he's Calvin Klein.
He checks as well. Turn card 7 of diamonds. Chung still ahead with the 10s. Jarvis got no help there. Top online pro Sorel Mitzi helped prepare Jarvis for this final table. Jarvis bets $3 million.
Boy, no feeling out period for Matt Jarvis.
His parents are nervous. His dad, Norm Jarvis, a former pro golfer. He and Matt played 14 holes of golf yesterday. Chung's friends sporting the one-time Sublime t-shirts.
Chung with top pair in the flush draw. Going to play it cautiously here in the early going.
Chung makes the call for $3 million. The river card is the 8 of clubs, and Chung rivers his flush and earns the check mark.
Matt Jarvis fired at this pot on the turn. If he fires again on the river, something's going to fire back.
Matt Jarvis with just ace high, and he is firing, Norman. $4.2 million and change.
Oh, an ill-timed bluff from Matt Jarvis.
Nervous times for the whole Jarvis clan. Action back to Joseph Chung.
I'm all in.
And Chung raises Matt Jarvis all in.
Jarvis with no choice now but to fold, and his father Norman's going to wish he could get a mulligan on this hand.
I got.
Good hand, Joseph.
Jarvis does lay it down to Joseph Chung. And Chung gets an early boost to his stack. Now with almost $34 million, he has 15% of the chips in play.
And a jarring blow to the Canadian. He loses more than half his chips, and he is now the short stack.
Jarvis severely hamstrung. The chip count we see, it is bookended by Canadians. Montreal's Jonathan Duhamel still on top with 30% of the chips in play, while Vancouver's Matt Jarvis.
You see very rarely out here on the World Poker Tour, well, everybody is so tightly bunched in chip count.
That is true, Mike. And let's talk Act 9. Won't play that mess.
And round to the chess master, Almira Skripchenko.
Yeah. Kind of has a nothing hand. 8-4, won't play, but Dinara.
Well, another great chess player says, okay, let's have a flop here. She's got the king 5. And flops top pairs. It comes king 10-3. She needs right out in bed, and Dan Heimiller beats her in the pot.
Quick call by an open-ended Dan Heimiller, but he's not going to catch it there. 7 of spades on the turn. And Dinara's going to check that top pair.
Give Heimiller the free draw to beat her.
Yeah, open-ended straight. Will he catch it?
Doesn't happen as the board pair 7s.
Dinara's going to check the top pair, and Dan says no mas. The young lady from Montreal, Canada, taking down hand number 1 at the Commerce Casino.
Yeah, I think most pros in that spot with a queen jack in the cutoff would have raised pre-flop. Chances are Dan would have won the pot rather than lost it to the chess player. Dinara catches.
What talent this young lady has put together, and now she's at a final table on the World Poker Tour. She's first to act in this hand. She has an attractive-looking king 10 of clubs.
Well, Vince, we've got a couple other great chess players in the poker world. Guys that have won WPT titles, like 2-time champ Howard Lederer and Dan Harrington. Both good chess players.
Well, right now, this one with king 10 is going to raise, makes it 105,000 to go.
Yeah.
Into the 42-year-old from Indiana, Minnesota. He's going to fold.
You like to see her get aggressive under the gun. That's what she's doing.
Racknitzer not going to play. And Heimiller also laying down his hand.
Davidikatai out as well, so around to the big blind. Now Almira's got the 10-9 suited, 10-9 of diamonds. She's going to make the call. So the women chess players are going to battle it out here.
Whoa.
King 10-9.
Both flop 2 pair. Almira quickly checks.
You're going to see castles and queens and rooks and bishops all thrown at each other right here, Vince, I can tell you.
Dinara with the top 2 pair to make the continuation bet 130,000.
Well, Almira going all in, and I don't blame her here. There's 2 hearts on the board, a possible straight out there.
All right. Good call.
Now she's made the call, and she's going to love it. As Almira turns up the bottom 2 pair, she's got the top 2 pair. Her opponent has 2 outs, as we say. Must catch a 9 to win this pot.
And look at this. Dinara has more chips. Got it covered.
So Almira about to get checkmated right out of here in 6th place.
Unless a miracle happens. Here we go with the turn. Dinara loving this situation. Here we go with 4th Street.
Oh, a 9 on the turn. Oh. And there you see the shock look on Almira's face. She can't believe it. And there's a disappointed look, one of unbelievable anguish by Dinara.
That is an abomination for Dinara.
Now must catch a king or a 10 to win the pot. So an unbelievable draw out on the turn. 7 of diamonds on the river. And Almira is going to double up. And I can assure you, Dinara feels like she lost her queen and both rooks right there in an instant.
That is a complete nightmare for Dinara. But Almira Skripchenko now is the chip leader with that extreme luck. On we go. Damon Schramm from Minnesota not going to play this hand. Regnitzer out. Dan Heimler also folding. So now it's up to Davide Katai. Now he's going to let the girls battle it out again. And look who has a big hand.
No worries.
She's going all in.
Okay, cool.
Well, Dinara's pot committed. She's in the big blind, only has one big blind left. So she would hold any 2 cards here. Unfortunately, she's dominated as her opponent has ace-10. She has a 10 deuce. Let's see if she can get lucky.
Well, Brunson hand. Will she get lucky with it?
It seems like if there was any poker justice, she would get lucky here after the last hand.
Will Dinara run out of dinero? We will see. 5 cards to come.
Well, here comes a flop, an ace right in the door. As it comes ace, king, 8. Unfortunately, Dinara drawing dead to win as we saw Damon and George fold a 2. It could come queen jack where she could split this pot. That's her only hope to stay alive. Doesn't happen as the 6 comes off. So that is going to do it for the sweet lady from Montreal. She is going to finish in 6th place. But you talk about tough luck. Lost to a 2-outer when she would have been the dominant chip leader at this table, Ben.
That's Dinara's fiance, Emmanuel, in a state of shock as well. To get that kind of hand, you get that tough beat.
Well, that's something you don't see from guys that bust each other.
Yeah. And Mike, she has to walk away in 6th place. We are down to 5.
Đời tôi đâu có ngờ từng đêm cô bé chờ như chờ từng giấc